Why do I make videos like it's 2014? Because that version of content creation still means something to me. And I'm willing to bet that if you clicked on this, it might mean something to you too. I began watching YouTube years ago in 2012 when a friend recommended SSOH PKC to me, an old channel by Gen Z standards, but for those of us who ended up watching The Creatures, that time period was really fun because these were a group of guys who came together through just doing dumb video game stuff that they did. Go and research any of their personal stories, and most of them you will find were just guys who were working shitty jobs that they hated, and so they made videos with their friends, and then that camaraderie is what got them over the hump as a group. Fast forward to The Creatures ending, and why did it end? In my view, they were no longer a group of friends making videos about playing games. They were now an organization making gaming videos, which depended on the friendships. But the soul was gone, and soon so were they. So what is the point of making videos that don't perform well, and are on topics that aren't really popping in the YouTube space in the same way that new games do, or the way that the trends would demand that I record videos for? A great personal example for me would have been making a video about my experiences as a longtime Warframe player when I went and joined Destiny 2 back when Forsaken dropped. Recently, loads of Destiny 2 creators have hopped over to Warframe, in part because of Bungie's continued practice of not just allowing, but seemingly forcing D2 to circle the drain over the last few years, only in order to chase a trend. And if all I cared about was views and popularity, I might have made that video at the time. Certainly, you can nitpick over how well a video like that would do on this channel, especially versus stuff for old PS2 games like Twisted Metal Black and Path of Neo. Two absolute bangers that have no real internet hype when compared to D2. None at all, really. Which is unfortunate because I can count on 0 fingers the amount of times these games have tried to paywall me or have had server issues, or they take out whole sections of the game because of incompetence, or the devs are drinking baby milk, or whatever the fuck. So again, why not make that video? Because creativity and artistry, to my estimation, is not about following trends. Creativity isn't about worrying who views it or even what the audience thinks of it. To me, creativity, when the artist is creating their art, it's a form of pure self-expression, an embodiment of self. So when I look at today's YouTube or Twitch streaming landscape and what I see is legions of channels trying desperately to be like this crisp, turbo-edited, absolutely top-of-the-line production value type of soulless crap with no humanity behind it, beyond the glimmers you see reflected back at you in their eyes, until you realize that that glimmer is just dollar signs and a ring light. With the advent of AI content and now AI thumbnails, thanks to Mr. Beast, we're poised for a situation where the bottom falls out in the YouTube space, and those of us who simply want to make human-generated content are washed away by an endless deluge of trend-chasing grifters whose only desire is not to inspire, but to conspire how best to take your money. And man, aren't you tired of that shit. Every fucking time I turn my cheek now on YouTube, someone has got their hand out, rolling ads that last way too long only to have an ad in the video itself on top of some random product they're hawking. It's a fucking abomination. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. I've never been monetized, and sometimes even I get ads on my own content if I look at it on YouTube on other devices and stuff. So when it comes to my channel, I'm not here to sell you anything. This is for me. This is effectively a scrapbook of things that I care about. I'm over here with my human error editing and my old setup, making videos and thumbnails by hand because honestly, shit was better on this website 10 years ago. But if we just give up, then you can enjoy the same thing happening to every single medium of entertainment in the coming years. You'll never hear someone's happy accident or a cool personal joke that they want to share with the world. Everything will be commercialized and rubberized, shaped and molded perfectly to fit your asshole. And of course, no refunds. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and do us all a favor and say fuck you to advertisers.